Thanks for staying with us. Vaccination efforts are continuing in Wisconsin. Within the last 24 hours, over 31,000 Wisconsinites received a vaccine. Over 2.5 million have now received at least one dose. And just over 44% of the state's population, about 36% of Wisconsinites have completed their vaccine series. And when you look at Dane County, nearly 48% of residents are now fully vaccinated. But these numbers are short of what's needed to reach herd immunity, which is between 60 and 90%. Now, the idea of reaching herd immunity, it has changed since the beginning of the pandemic. The doctors say they're still hopeful we'll get close, but what happens if we never get to that point? Jamie Perez joins us now with what doctors are saying. Jamie?
Right, well, people are still getting vaccinated every day, but health officials are hoping that more and more people continue that so that we can get closer to going back to normal. And they're expecting some news next week that could help us get to that goal.
After a year of sharing tragic numbers,
548,155 doses have been administered to Dane County residents. As I said earlier, 60.5% of our county has received at least one dose, and 46.5% of Dane County residents are now fully vaccinated.
Public Health Director Janel Heinrich was enthusiastic about those numbers, but she's still hoping more people continue to get vaccinated.
The goal of all of this is to protect the most vulnerable populations.
UW Health's Dr. Bill Hartman said if we never reach herd immunity, anywhere from 70 to 85%, that will be the most important factor.
Make sure that people with comorbidities under the age of 60 obviously get vaccinated as well.
But both are encouraged that next week the FDA will authorize emergency use of the Pfizer vaccine to be given to kids aged 12 to 16.
This means 25,000 to 30,000 more people in our county will become eligible for vaccination, and it will help us get closer to herd immunity.
Heinrich and Hartman are hopeful that if that happens, most parents will be on board with getting their kids vaccinated as soon as possible.
Vaccinating by protecting those kids, we're going to be protecting society as a whole.
For any parents who aren't sure if they should get their kids vaccinated, Hartman encourages you to ask your child's doctor any questions you may have to help put you at ease, getting us that much closer to the possibility of herd immunity.
There's always going to be a degree of hesitancy, but it is going to be incumbent on everybody to do their part as much as they can. Realize that these are safe, effective vaccines that I give to my children, and hopefully they will give to their children as well.
Now, just to give you some perspective as to where we're at on our vaccination rates, 93.4% of our 65 and older population has already had one dose, and 88.8% are fully vaccinated. And we are making progress on our 16 to 17-year-old age group as well, with almost 60% having at least one dose.